Hey, it's Taylor from Car Party, and you're watching ateenview.com.
I was thinking about her, thinking about me, thinking about us.
I'm here with all Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Victoria Justice, and you're watching.
Tell us a little bit about how the band got started.
Okay, so I decided that I wanted to be in an indie rock band. This is going to sound totally weird. So I posted ads on Craigslist to actually recruit all the boys, and we all met via Craigslist. And it took a while. I actually went through about 28 people trying to find someone for each individual instrument. I found Lane first, the guitar player, and everything just kind of flourished from there.
And so what has kind of been like the thing that holds you together or makes you a band that works, I guess?
I don't know, I guess the chemistry. Like, I hate using the word chemistry, but it feels like we've known each other for years. Like, it just keeps us together. I talk to the guys every day. We all text and call each other back and forth. It's totally a Craigslist success story.
Okay, and there's many of those that don't work out, but this one worked.
Yeah. Trust me, I know the ones that don't work.
So, what has kind of been, like, what have you done so far as a band, and what's kind of coming up?
We just finished recording our debut EP. It came out October 1st. What we're doing in the future, we're actually planning our first, like, big, long tour. It's going to be from January 20th to February 2nd. And we're going Midwest. We're actually calling it the Casual Encounter Tour. It's kind of like Craigslist name base. I thought it was pretty funny.
That works. I can see it. So, where did the name Car Party come from?
Oh man, it's such a long story. I'll try and make it short. So,
Okay.
my friends and I always like joyriding, and we would actually pick out days where we would just take a joyride. We'd take pick like a random destination. We'd get there. We wouldn't even get out of the car. We would actually just drive 2 hours and, like, dance in the car to, like, crazy, what's a good example? Like, Midnight Juggernauts, like, anything, like, upbeat and dancey. And it's actually a dance move. Let me see if I can move the computer. It's this. You just move your arm down and you're driving, so you're doing the car party. So it's a dance move.
Okay. And so, what's kind of like your staple thing in the band? Would it be your dance move, or would it be like something else?
I think just the rhythm section in general, because we actually pride ourselves in being able to do this to each of the songs without doing like really, really fast or really slow. So I guess it's just music that you can dance to is what we kind of pride ourselves in.
So,
it's probably a dorky thing.
So, like, social networks and stuff, how do you communicate with fans, and what's kind of been the fans' reaction to the EP so far?
They seem to like it, but what's kind of weird, I think we've been talking to more new people than the older people, because our sound has kind of changed since we put the EP out. So I think we're kind of connecting with newer people. We mostly talk to them like via MySpace. A lot of people follow us on Twitter, and by a lot I mean like 60 people. So we don't really use Twitter, but it's mostly a MySpace thing. We're trying to keep MySpace alive.
Like, how would you describe the band's sound, I guess?
That's a hard one. I guess you could say dancey pop rock is kind of what we are. Like, it's hard to describe bands that we sound like. I just know we really, really love Say Anything and Hot Hot Heat. Everybody kind of comes from a different background. Lane, the guitar player, came from a hardcore band. So it's kind of just meshing a whole bunch of different things together. So I guess dancey pop rock. Would you agree with that? Or
Probably. What got you into music?
ever since I was a really, really little kid, I wanted to play drums since I was 5, but my parents actually came home with a guitar because they didn't want to hear the drums. So they got me an electric guitar with no amplifier. So I kind of just ignored that for a while. Then I was doing orchestra. I played violin and cello for about 8 years. And I went over to my friend's house. Her dad had a drum kit, and I kind of just started playing on it. I stopped hanging out with her and just hung out with her dad and the drum kit. So eventually after that, I just had to force my parents to get me a drum kit. I was probably like 16.